One round, I think. There we go. Now, hopefully you can hear me. Hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay, everyone? All right, so we've got our 2 plates. I'll push that back a bit further. Hopefully. So we've got... I think we're right. Sorry, that I do have had problems with my sound through my... Oh, this egg's getting away from me. Look. All right, so we're just going to quickly paint the plates. Now, did I do inside? No. So we just have to do the back. Oop, there we go. Whee! How good is that? And just start spreading the paint. There we go. All nice and pink. Hey, you can do blue, you can do green, you can do yellow. Just going to do pink. That soft bunny look, you know. I've got too much paint on here, so we'll just plaster that over onto this plate. So, and off there. Oh, plenty of paint on this one. I really did overdo it. Get excited, and off I go. But that's okay. We can use it up on this one. All the way. Quick painting. I hope you're painting your plates, guys. And as you know, if you can't get it done today, you can come back and watch the replay anytime you like. Okay. That looks pretty good. I'm going to scrape a little bit of paint off here. I might have to use my hairdryer, guys, to dry mine. You can run around the house like this, whee, if you like. But, oh, sorry, you can't see me. But, yes. And go outside in the sun for 5 seconds. That will dry off your plate quite nicely. Very hot here in Adelaide today. I think we're going to have cooler weather next week, guys, which the kids, you probably don't really care. You'd rather have that hot weather so you can go swimming, which I would agree with back in the day. All right, there we go. All right, that's looking pretty good. So what I'll do is grab my sorry, grabbing my stuck hairdryer. I'm going to make a bit of noise, so hang in there. Got eggs flying everywhere again. This won't take very long at all. The good thing about acrylic paint, it dries quite quickly. And obviously I did mine quite thick, so it needs a bit of help so that we can keep going. Yeah. Yep, that one's just about there. You can see all the little shiny spots. That's when it's still wet. So just keep going over the damp parts. One's there. You can just wipe. Yep, that one's done. A little bit more to this one around the edges. Not much longer. Whoops. Oh, nice. Ooh, got two on. Get rid of that one, no wonder. Okay. Hopefully everything is okay and you were watching and hearing me. Alright, that will do. 2 seconds. Alright, Hair dryers come in very handy with the arts and crafts. So there we go. Oops, only this one. Ooh. There we are. All done, nice and pink. So now turn them over. And what we're going to do is cut half across the middle and around the inside of the top of the plate. So I have a Stanley knife, which is quite dangerous, and you're probably not allowed to have one of these yet, or if you've got mum or dad with you, you will be under supervision. That is their decision to make. Otherwise, you just use scissors. So we can draw a mark with a pencil. Just get this. Now I think it's just a little bit below half. A little bit below half. Because, hey, you want Easter Bunny to know that there's a little bit of room in there to put those chocolate cookie eggs. Here we go. Across there, and obviously around there, and around there. So you can see where I've made the marks. So just a little bit below half, and then around here. And if you don't know how to start with the scissors, you just give it a little poke, like that, and then get it in like that, and then start cutting your way along there, and then go up the other side. Whoops. Now we're going to keep this little piece of cut out because we can make some decorations for the front. And we're finished. Around like that. Right, so that's one. Whoop. There we are. Whoop, sorry. There we are. Right. That there like that. Now I'm going to do this one with the Stanley knife. Yeah. That. And then around. Holding my fingers away and the knife cutting quite thick. I'm going to have all my papers under here cut because I've got the wrong sheet under there. That's okay. So let's just put them together and see if we've done, and they look around about right. So we'll put them together like that. So you've got your little opening in there, and here comes the quick bit, and we'll just staple it around, and what we do afterwards, we just paint the staples, and you don't even see that there. So we'll go round the plate, on the edge, and some of the things will go over the top anyway of these. You don't have to do as many staples as I am, but the bottom needs to be pretty secure. Oh, and also you could use glue. I just think sometimes this is less messy. Oops. And quicker. Don't have to wait for the glue to dry. Okay, so what I did last week was fold it over a little bit there, and it opens up the hole where we're going to put the paper, and Easter Bunny is going to put the eggs. So we just fold it like this, and it gives you that little gap in there so you can fill up your basket. And all we do with that, of course, is staple it. There we are. How good. I think could have gone a little bit lower on the plate, but that's okay. We will manage. I'll just put one here. Oops. On here. And here. And you could always, what I'm going to do right now, because I think it's a little bit too high. Just cut across there, a little bit more. Just looks a bit high. Don't worry, guys. If Easter Bunny has too many, I'm sure he'll leave them next to the basket. Ah, that'll do. There we are. So there's the beginnings of our Easter basket. Oop, looks better side, so we use this one. Alright, okay, so what will we do next? We've got our pieces of paper that we cut out from the middles. So to decorate, I'm going to put some egg shapes on these and some flower shapes, and we'll stick them on to make it look a bit pretty. I'll show you what I did on this one. Okay, there we go. So we'll just get onto the back of here, my pencil, and we'll make, don't worry, you can always rub it out and do it again if you don't think the shape's very good. I do a little bit there, and I might just do a little one today. Yeah, we just cut those out. And fourth, we'll colour them in. I've only done 3, but you can do as many eggs as you like, or many flowers as you like. And obviously, you know what's good? Glitter. I haven't bought in the glitter, but there's no reason why you can't bring in the glitter and all the gems. You can't beat it. So I've got one. Whoops, I might put a piece of plain paper there so you can actually see. So that's a very funny looking egg. But you know what? In my studio, it doesn't matter that they're not perfect because it's better. They look better. There we are. So now we're going to decorate. So I think we'll draw some lines. I think one, we might have some dots. Dots. That's half the wonderful thing about Easter, is that they're all so pretty. I like to keep the paper, don't you? Pull the paper off very carefully and then shine it, make it nice and flat, and you keep all those because you can use them in your future craft. And we'll just make simple ones today. And dark purple, hopefully works. There we go. And we'll do a bit of a zigzag line here. Oh yes. And we'll go up. And we might put some dots, a different colour though, goodness. Let's see, blue. See, we can do a dot there and there and there, and there, and just do it in there, all the way across. And there's so many patterns that you can do on an Easter egg. So you do whatever colours, I might just put some more into here, whatever colours and patterns that you like. So very, very simple patterns. So that's my first 2. Ooh, what can I do for my last one? I might go, ooh, let's see if green comes out, pink, blue circle. and another circle, another circle. Look at that. Oh, starting to look like a bit of a mignon. Is that what they're called, guys? Mignons? Yes. Maybe we could make him into a mignon. I'm not quite sure how they look. But I think that it was starting off to look a bit like one of those. I've got a new Mignon movie coming out. Ooh, I know the kids like those. No doubt, next school holidays, I'll be off to the movies. And I'm having craft lessons going on in the school holidays, so do just keep your eye on the on my Funky Studios page. You'll be able to see all the details. Okay. Round, round, and around. Pretty cool. There's the other one. Colours aren't showing up real well, sorry. Okay, there we go. So what we do now, oh no, we might as well make a couple of flowers too. We can stick that on the top. So we need 2 circles for the middle flowers, and then we need 4 petals. Oh, that's looking a little bit. Oops, 5. Oops, not very good here. Round. And we'll have to make one out of there. I'll just cut a bit closer. Alright, so let's cut around the circles. Get different colour paper anyway, instead of having to colour it in the middle. And another one. Yep. Ooh, slippery little one here we have today. Cover. See, I don't know whether this one's going to work. I'm not following the lines. Oh no, that simply won't do, they say. No, I'm popping that one over there. Alright. Follow the lines. It makes for a better flower. Okay, here we go. I can't believe you guys are going to be on holidays again. Easter's coming up, and you'll probably be away with all your friends and family. I wonder where you're going this Easter. Okay. So there's a flower. We will do that a different colour. And I've run out, so we'll just, that's okay. I can do it a different colour. And I've got some white. So I might just do a bit of yellow. A bit green, so you can sort of see what I'm doing. Oh, no, can't at all. There we are. And I'll just cut a circle out of that. And we'll put that in there. Whoops. Sorry, I know I say whoops a lot, but whoops the daisy. There we are. A little bit big. That's okay. We'll put some orange dots in there. Looks like a flower. Okay. Alrighty, let's get our glue. Now, you can use your glue stick or some tacky glue. So I've got tacky glue today. This one works really, really well. So I'm going to, I'll quickly just pop this into the flour. I do have a lot of cleaning up to do. I've finished on the day. It's quite a lot of glue. And why that comes out so quickly, I'll just put some on the back of there. Okay. Pop that over like that. And we'll just cover that one's already done. And we'll stick him on to our basket. We can go there. And the next one, put the green one in the middle. One. Last one. Not get so much glue. No easy way to put glue on, guys. Just get messy. There's always a place to go. Wash your hands. Just hold these down. Oops. Hold these down a bit so they stick. Just a little minute. Yeah. And another idea too is that you go and get some aluminium foil out of the drawer, and you can make your egg shapes out of aluminium foil, and they look really pretty as well. Okay, so then we've got our flower. We might just stick that right in the middle at the top here. Hide the staples, and I should have coloured in the flowers, but I'll just go around and do the edging so you can actually see the flowers. But I did paint my petals a different colour. I'll show you the one I have already done. It's only because we take time when we're making them online, so I sort of have to be a little quicker. When you come into a class, you get it done in your own time, in your own pace. Make sure that you've got lots of time to finish your project. Yeah. Oops. Here he is. The flower. There. Okay. And now we need to. Obviously you can put another flower on there. And yes, fill it all up. You can even just draw on there. I could put some circles in here. Circles, circles. Oops, this pen's going to go. But yes, if you've got time, you can just draw some things on there. Okay. Do some shapes, some bunny ears, like I'm wearing today. Okay, now I have not got some pretty paper. So what I'll do is show you how we do the paper. So we just go along, and we've got 2 or 3 pieces of paper here all at once, and this paper is just printer paper. Anything will do. As I say, we used to use newspaper, but there's a certain way newspaper rips, actually rips like this, or if you do it the other way, it just gives you big chunks. So you can try that one day when Dad's finished reading the paper, of course, otherwise he could be running away fast. Alright. Let's see how we've got. We've got some. Stick that in there. Stick that in there so it's sticking out. Oh yes. So you just you do need to do a lot. So I might just start ripping some. Go, it's a bit thicker. It won't matter. How are we going? Right, fast. Your card doesn't take very long, so. Alright, so just do that. Make it all messy. And then you stuff it in there, like so. Obviously nicer when it's not such big bits. So when you've got time, you can do it just little pieces. So there we are. Yeah. Ooh, that's a big one. Cutting down. All the nice bits at the back. Pull them out. And then we pop in some eggs. Some eggs. I wonder what your favourite chocolate is. Not really into chocolate that much these days, but I do like the odd occasional chocolate. So how's that? How's that look, guys? It looks quite irresistible and looks like I could eat some of those, but I'm not going to. Not today. And you guys, you've got to wait till Easter. So I think it looks pretty good. I'll show you the one from last week, which I had a lot more time to do. But there you go. See? They're both pretty cool. So it doesn't matter, and you can pop your name on there so the Easter Bunny knows whose basket it is, and he can leave you the right amount, or the right eggs that you've requested. So let's go. Let's get rid of all this, and we'll just quickly make ourselves one bunny ear card. And get that. Oh no. It's all right. I'll have to get out of my chair in a minute. Right. So a one piece, fold it in halves, and you want the closed. Let me think. What am I doing? Oh, where's that gone? Want the closed bit at the top. So you've got the open edge facing towards you. Just put a line across there like that. And we're just going to draw, or if you've got a plate, you know how I do that, a plate, I might just use the base of my paint my water. So I want it to sort of go straight here. We'll go round like that, and then taking off, I can finish that like that. Or come in a little bit. Yeah, that's better. All right, now we've got a rubber somewhere. No, that doesn't really matter. Okay, so you just want to do a circle. You can leave that a little bit flat up the top there. And so we just cut that out. Wiggly. Wiggly, wiggly. Oh, well, you know, you get that crazy singing from me. There we go. Right. Oh, slowly. Slowly does it. Round we go. Make this one right a bit smaller. Does not matter what size you have. So that's how you need to have it. So the open side facing towards you, and the closed side at the top. And obviously we need bunny ears. So we will cut those out as well. And I'm just going to freehand and keep your paper doubled over, and then you get your two bunny ears all at once. Oops. Forward. All right, let's just see. Oh no, that's a bit big. All right. So that's what you can do. Put that up against the ear, and obviously we need two, so that's going to be a bit big. That's all right. That's how you know. I'll just bring it in a little bit, and now I think the smaller size is going to fit 2 ears at the top there. So you leave them quite big because you're just gluing it onto the back of the card. Just get in there and cut. Whoops. Like this. And it doesn't matter what the bottom looks like because we'll be gluing them onto the back of the card. Oops. Like that. Okay. Now we'll get, oh no, where did the colour, my colour sheet's gone missing. That would be right. Maybe Dixie the dog ate it. Hang on. I'll just go and get a big piece of paper. Sorry guys, 2 seconds. Won't take me long. Baby. All right. Hey. There we go. Oh, looks like I've had bunny ears out of this one before. Okay. So, get your bunny ear that you've just cut, which you know is the right size. Just put it down here. Now, we're going to put a middle in the pink ear, like that. So it's a bit smaller than the main white ear. So we'll just copy the ear that you have. And then, because you know it has to be smaller, you just draw inside that ear. And then you can either fold it in half so you get 2 at once. Probably a good idea. Let's, oops, this way. Might help. Okay. And I'll cut 2 at once. Amazing, really, what you can do. Alright. No. Patience. Oops. Oh, sorry guys, I'm going through properly. There we are. Right, so got the 2 ears, and it's a bit. It's very well cut in there. Shape it up a bit. Yeah. And that will do. There we go. So now we'll just glue those on. Quick glue stick will do the job. I like the blue ones because it shows you that where the glue is. Quite handy. Okay. Number 2. Now I'll use some strong glue to put at the bottom of the ears because that's really got to stick down so it doesn't fall off. Okay, I'm just going to put the ears, oops, like that, so that's how you want them on, and then you pop your bunny up on top and press down. I've got a bit of glue coming out, but I'll get rid of that. Press down like that. Move that. The glue dries very clear anyway, so you won't see it because the next bit is the best bit, which is popping on cotton wool. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. Just put that in. And that, eh? Alright, now need lots of cotton wool. I'm going to use the sticky glue, and we start from the outside all around. So we just get our balls of glue, balls of wool, because I call these, what do you call them? We call it marshmallow bunnies. And it certainly look like marshmallows when they're finished. Round we go. Keep going round and round. And round. Did have to make my balls of wool when I'm going to do the ears in a minute, and I did them a little bit, cut them in halves and made smaller balls because they were a bit big. And do another circle in here. So I kind of did from there, there, and there. Oh. There. There. I think that just about does it. Press it down so that it gets nice and sticky. And then now for the bunny ears around the edge, sort of make it a bit smaller. Ooh, way too much glue. Must get one of those little tiny things that whoop, there we go. All right, roll them around and keep going. Just pulling little bits off, rolling them into a ball. Oh, where did that go? Ooh. How cute is it becoming? It's a very nice looking bunny card, I say, if I don't say so myself. Yeah, very cute indeed. Over there, mister. Right. We had a bunny rabbit when we were little girl. I have a sister and a brother. My sister Susan and my brother Kim. And we had a bunny rabbit that was white. I think we had a few bunny rabbits because we lived in the country, and we had the grey ones. We used to try and catch them, but they weren't happen to be pets, particularly anyway. And it's like, no, we like to live out in the bush. So we had to let them go. Ooh. Ready? Oh, need a little bit of glue for that one. Oh, we're nearly there, guys. See, this card's like you can whip these up in seconds. I know Grandma and Grandpa are Pop and Nana or Nuna and Opa, Oma. Can't think of some of the others, but there's lots of different names and ones that are all just made up from your grandkids. Whatever they decide to call you, that's what you get. I found the code. A little bit more, please. And we've had. What else did we have? My goodness, lots of cats, and I'm pretty sure we had mice. I think everyone has a mouse at one time or another. They can be a little naughty, the mice. Bunnies are the best ones. You can get some beautiful bunny rabbits now. that live inside. Hip hop, hippity hop. How wonderful, eh? And they go to do their toilet like the pussycats in a little tray. And all so well behaved. Oh, I should have just let them get a little bit more apart. That's okay. Oh, getting there. Push them down a bit. Okay. Now, this is the fun part. Oh, sorry about the noise. Oh, so we might put the eyes on first because I did that last time and made a bit of a mess. So Google eye there. Woo. And Google eye there. I've got googly gluey fingers, that's for sure. Anyway, right, we're having. I'll just rub some of that off. And we've got, how many whiskers does a bunny have? I think it might be 3. Okay, so we want 2 long ones and 4 short ones. So let's see, I might just do 4. So we'll split in halves. Oh, hang on a minute, sorry, I'm going to join them all together. So, right, start off with a smaller one. And make that one long one. So we'll just cut him there. Wind that around the middle. It will work in the end. Take my word for it. Just got to straighten them out a bit. And then we need what have I done? 2, 3. Oh dear. He said, oh dear, what have I done? Getting myself in a pickle. Cut that one down a bit. 1. And now we'll just cut them to size. Anyway. Right. Down a bit. Too big for my card. Look. There we are. And that one down. So what we're going to do is put a big blob of glue right in the middle of the card there. We can fix that bunny up once he's stuck down properly. Didn't do them very well. Hopefully you have much more success with your whiskers. And then we have our pom-pom ball. Oh no, sorry, stop. Where's the other one? Oh, here we go. No. Oh. Sorry, where's it gone? I've lost the other one. No. You know, just doesn't go to plan. Right, well that's no good. I need to have a little mouth. So I might just have to put that like that. And piece there and there. So I can join that up underneath there. A bit of glue there. And oops. There we are. And a piece there. Up like that. And a blob of another blob of glue on there. And your nose. And hold it down. Whoop. We'll adjust my cameras. It's going to happen next week. There we are. Hold him down. Hold him down there. There's a little bit of little nose. Might go to plan, but I don't know where my other thingamajig is. Oh, the pipe cleaner. I think he's quite attractive anyway, don't you? I think so. This one needs to be moved up a bit. See? And then once he's dry, open him up and you can draw right in there. Happy birthday, Opa, Oma, Grandpa, Grandma, whoever you'd like to give it to. Maybe your best friend at school. Don't you think? I think. Beautiful bunny. So we've done pretty well, really. We've got our basket for Easter Bunny to leave our eggs and a lovely card. So you can make loads of these and take more time and, you know, make them really, really, really pretty. So thank you for joining me today. I'll just get back here. Sorry. Okay. Oh, it's not good. Hang on a moment. I'm going to get rid of that completely. There we go. There we go. Make sure I'm actually mute. No, mic's on. Mic's muted. Now I'm not going to deafen you. So there you go. Hey, we had a great day. Albeit went really quickly. I should realise that I probably only need to do one craft a week, but I'm too excited. So there you go. There was our Easter basket. Oop, there goes an egg. And there, our Easter Bunny card. I call him a marshmallow Easter Bunny. Just a marshmallow Easter Bunny card, which you can write inside. How's that? Very cute. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me at Funky Art Studio today. And I'll see you next week. I'm really not sure what we're going to be up to next week yet, so I better get busy. All right, we'll catch you soon. Bye.